this, the FBI says that that the most violent crime, second only to, and have proven to be career criminals. We know that, and I just feel like there's so many victims, and it's not, the victims of this they're not high risk citizens. They're your brothers, your daughters, your mother. This affects so many people, and it's something that has such a negative stigma and keeps victims from really getting the help that they need. And it's abhorrent to me.
All right, let's get into what Christina Ricci just revealed. In a pretty shocking interview, she dropped hints that Ashton Kutcher's squeaky clean public image might not be as spotless as we all thought. She made some eyebrow-raising comments suggesting a secret connection between Ashton and Diddy, and there might even be a private tape involved. Ricci recently shared some jaw-dropping revelations, claiming that Ashton's wild past with Diddy could be wilder than anyone ever imagined. This bombshell just adds fuel to the already simmering drama surrounding Diddy and Ashton. Her accusations definitely clash with Ashton's long-held reputation as the laid-back guy who became famous in those fun rom-coms and later transitioned into a successful business career. By linking him to Diddy's flashy lifestyle full of high-profile secrets and over-the-top parties, she really stirs the pot. And let's not forget that Diddy has been in hot water lately, with all sorts of explosive allegations floating around. Ashton's latest accusations have put him in the spotlight, raising serious questions about what these two celebs might be up to together. Now, there are even rumors swirling that Ashton and Mila Kunis might be on the verge of splitting up because of the stress and chaos surrounding P. Diddy. Remember, Ashton was super close with Diddy, and they did interviews where he shared just how much he enjoyed those extravagant events. Ashton Kutcher and Diddy have been part of the same Hollywood scene for years, sharing more than just red carpets and fancy events. Their friendship dates back to the early 2000s, and they've often been seen at each other's parties. But it seems like Ashton has experienced things at those gatherings that he just can't talk about. Diddy, famous for his lavish lifestyle, and Ashton, who has that easygoing vibe, have formed a pretty wild bond. They've been spotted together at major celebrity events, with Ashton even attending some of Diddy's legendary parties. In one interview, Ashton joked about having crazy experiences at Diddy's parties that he just couldn't share. It sounded like a cliché, but it definitely got people buzzing about what he might have witnessed. Over the years, Ashton's comments about Diddy's notorious parties have sparked even more conversation about Diddy's private life, often viewed as a mashup of hidden scandals and high-stakes business dealings. Who doesn't love a good party story? When Ashton said, "I've got a few, but I can't spill the beans," it only fueled the curiosity even more. While celebrities often attend each other's events, Ashton's choice to keep those party details under wraps has really ramped up speculation about what's really going on between him and Diddy. Their dynamic seems to be more than just a friendly connection. Some folks believe there are some hidden secrets behind their smiles and public appearances. Now, this brings us to the latest jaw-dropping revelation from Christina Ricci, who's known for her honesty and no-holds-barred opinions. Her cryptic remarks have added a whole new layer to this story. Although she didn't directly name Ashton, Ricci hinted at a secret recording involving him. With that rumored tape now in the mix, her comments suggest that Ashton and Diddy might be caught up in something much more secretive. What really grabbed everyone's attention was Ricci's suggestion that she knows more than she's letting on her carefully chosen words make it seem like there's way more to the story. For someone like Ricci to make such bold claims without going into detail has only intensified the speculation about a possible secret tape involving Ashton and Diddy. Considering Diddy's notorious past, she hinted in one interview that Ashton's clean-cut image might be hiding some darker truths tied to his long-standing friendship with Diddy, who has a reputation for capturing private moments on camera. For years, there have been whispers about his extravagant parties, with various celebrities hinting at what goes on behind closed doors. Ricci's recent revelations, paired with Ashton's earlier comments about Diddy's parties, have raised urgent questions about whether this supposed recording holds the key to uncovering a captivating mystery. Fans and Hollywood insiders are buzzing with curiosity about how far Ashton and Diddy's relationship really goes, especially after Ricci's cryptic hints reignited interest in their friendship. While Ricci hasn't confirmed the specifics of what she knows, there's still plenty of room for debate. Some think she may have witnessed something so shocking that she felt the need to speak out, while others are questioning why her revelations came at such a curious time, especially with the growing controversies surrounding both Ashton and Diddy lately. Diddy's been tangled up in several public scandals, and Ashton, who has worked hard to maintain his reputation as a family man, is now under renewed scrutiny regarding his past. The tension is palpable, and everyone is on the edge of their seats, waiting to see how this whole drama unfolds.
Freak? I would say he's definitely a freak.
I heard some wild stories. I heard he had
We all heard that.
Yeah, you know
but
what I mean?
then, come on, I want to hear what you heard.
I mean, I heard that he had this dude Ashton Kutcher bent over.
Now I'm gonna tell you the truth. Him and Ashton Kutcher was really tight. We used to go to his crib. He had a penthouse on 74th and 8th Avenue in Central Park West.
You know, Ashton Kutcher's story isn't just about his success in movies and TV. It's also about his amazing work in charity, especially with Thorn, the organization he co-founded to fight child exploitation. But here's the thing, things haven't been all smooth sailing. After defending his friend, fellow actor Danny Masterson, Ashton has been facing a lot of backlash. His comments in support of Masterson led him to resign from Thorn, and now people are starting to wonder if his charitable work was just a cover-up for his connections with Diddy and some other controversial figures. Speaking of Diddy, he's really in hot water right now with all these legal troubles, and the media is all over it. As their stories overlap, people can't help but speculate about how Ashton's friendships with Diddy could complicate his life, especially since they're both dealing with their own messes at the same time. Did you know that Ashton and Diddy are actually pretty close friends? Now, with Ashton possibly facing a subpoena related to the police raid on Diddy's home, it seems he might have to spill some Hollywood secrets to protect himself. This has sparked conversations about whether Ashton could get dragged into the chaos. As the pressure on Kutcher builds, it's hard not to feel for him. Diddy's mounting legal issues could really impact Ashton's public image. Fans and critics alike are curious about how Ashton will handle this whole situation. Will he try to distance himself from Diddy's troubles, or will they be too intertwined to escape? It's definitely a tricky spot for him, especially since the stakes are high, not just for Diddy but for Ashton's own career and reputation. And then there's Christina Ricci, who recently made some interesting comments that have added even more fuel to this fire. She hinted at the complicated connections that define Hollywood, and now everyone's speculating about what she knows. The allegations against both Diddy and Ashton could just be scratching the surface of a much bigger investigation, peeling back layers of secrecy that usually surround celebrity relationships. With everyone in the entertainment world watching closely, the implications go beyond just these two. It could uncover a whole network of connections and alliances in the industry. As public interest grows, the nature of Ashton and Diddy's friendship is becoming a hot topic. The scrutiny they're under challenges not just their personal lives, but also raises questions about the integrity of Hollywood itself. Celebrities are starting to realize how easily reputations can take a hit. There's definitely a worry that being associated with Ashton could lead to some unwanted fallout, which might affect his future projects and partnerships. As we watch this drama unfold, it really makes you think about how friendships are tested in tough times. The stakes are personal, but they also reflect a bigger cultural narrative about celebrity relationships and their complexities. With so much on the line for both Diddy and Ashton, it's fascinating to consider how they'll navigate these choppy waters. This whole situation could redefine their careers and the way people view them. For Ashton, the challenge of protecting his reputation while dealing with Diddy's legal mess is no small feat. How he decides to approach this, whether he makes public statements, shares his thoughts on social media, or just keeps it private, will be under a microscope. The pressure to distance himself from Diddy might lead him to pull back from certain circles in the industry, which could ultimately impact his future collaborations and projects. It's really interesting to see how these friendships are holding up under such scrutiny. The stakes are high, and the story of Diddy and Ashton is becoming a cautionary tale about the fragile nature of Hollywood's glitzy image. In the end, the situation involving Ashton Kutcher and Diddy raises important questions about loyalty, accountability, and what it means to be associated with someone in the spotlight. As the investigation continues and more details come to light, the bonds between these celebrities are sure to be tested in ways that could change the course of their careers and how they're remembered. The next few weeks will be crucial in figuring out how both men will navigate this storm and whether they can come out on the other side unscathed. And speaking of Ashton's past, let's not forget that he's had his share of controversies. His previous endorsements, like supporting Danny Masterson, have already put him in the spotlight, and now there's even more chatter about a possible recording that could shake things up. There are whispers about whether something more sinister could be lurking beneath the surface. As the fallout from these accusations spreads, more celebrities might start to distance themselves from both Ashton and Diddy, especially if these truth bombs keep dropping. It's kind of wild to think about how Ashton's reputation could shift if some well-known figures decide to cut ties with him. There are rumors that many in Hollywood are reconsidering their relationships with him because they're worried about getting dragged into this scandal if more information comes out. Usually, when accusations like this pop up, celebs tend to rally together, but this time it feels different with Ricci's comments gaining traction. This situation really raises questions about Hollywood's self-defense mechanisms. The elite in Hollywood are definitely feeling the heat. They know how quickly Ashton's charming image could change to something a lot darker. Fans are eager to piece together the clues Ricci has left behind, and there's a buzz on social media about what she might know. Her remarks have certainly stirred the pot even more. In the comments section of various articles and social media posts, people are sharing their thoughts, igniting debates about the depth of Ashton and Diddy's relationship. Fans are digging through old interviews, party pics, and social media posts, trying to connect the dots in this Hollywood web. One commenter even pointed out that instead of worrying about Diddy turning on him, Ashton should be more concerned about what evidence the court might uncover. It's intriguing to see how everyone seems to be distancing themselves from Ashton, even his wife. There are whispers about a past relationship he had, and while some people thought he was guilty back then, he was eventually found not guilty after a trial. Another person chimed in, saying that the rats are scrambling and that Ashton's time has come. It feels like his once golden image is cracking. This buzz shows just how invested the audience is in uncovering the truth behind these claims. As the conclusion of this whole situation draws near, it's crucial to consider how Ricci's revelations could impact Ashton's career. For years, he's built his brand as a responsible actor and family man, juggling Hollywood work and charity through Thorne. But as this scandal grows, it's clear that his public persona is facing some serious challenges, and fans are left wondering what's next for him. Can overcome these accusations, or if this will be the start of a downward spiral? Do you guys believe Christina Ricci's recent accusations? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Please leave a comment below. Remember to click the subscribe button and ring the bell to get alerts.